Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and back to a brand new video. I have a quick question for you. Would you be willing to pay over $4,000 for a haircut by a TikTok influencer? Would you? Would you be influenced to spend that kind of bread on a haircut? Because this poor soul that we're going to be talking about today, she did. Yeah, she was dumb enough to cough up that kind of money because she was influenced by this stylist and her online presence. Except the woman who was the celebrity stylist who is viral online wasn't the one actually cutting her hair, even though she was charging a fee to cut her hair. Yeah, you can't make this up. Gen Z, you poor, poor souls. Let's get into this. So this young woman wanted to get her hair cut at this salon specifically because she heard about it. She had seen it on her timeline over and over again. And she was influenced that if she got her hair cut by this woman, it would be massive, it would be amazing, it would be great. Her hair would turn out phenomenal and she will be getting it by a celebrity hairstylist who charges a boatload of money. The problem is things didn't quite go the way that she thought. See, she wasn't expecting to cough up over $4,000 for this haircut. She thought she could cut some corners, use her own hair extensions, and didn't realize what the receipt or the bill was going to be when she got there. So let's quickly listen to her story and then we're going to talk about it.
It's a little bit overwhelming because everyone's kind of grabbing your hair everywhere. There's like 10 people around you and Chrissy's nowhere to be found. I don't know. Obviously, she has a lot of followers and a lot of people are coming to get their hair done by her. But it was a little bit disappointing to like pay the price that I did for the service. I think she might have touched my hair for 60 seconds. I'm being so genuinely honest with you. And here's the receipt. So that is just the price of Chrissy touching your hair. And when I tell you she touched my hair for 60 seconds, I'm restating this because I don't think it's talked about enough. When you're not famous and you go to Chrissy, she doesn't actually spend time on your hair. You walk in, she touches your hair, asks you what you want, then she tells everyone what to do on your hair. But the problem is when you have 10 people pulling your hair every way and like dyeing your hair, they're all kind of on different pages. So I'm going to show you my inspo pic. I definitely don't think it met my expectations. I didn't really notice a difference in the color from before. Like my roots are pretty still dark. I did ask for a shadow root like the photo, but I don't know, it just didn't meet my expectations how I was expecting it to with the price that I paid. But again, you're never 100% gonna be happy and it's never gonna 100% be perfect. So it's how you really lay it out in this situation, I guess. I feel like I'm just more upset about the fact that I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done by Chrissy. And it wasn't even Chrissy who did my hair. She spent less than 60 seconds on my hair. And when I tell you there's so many famous people in there, there was 3 girls filming a TikTok and then there was other people getting the makeup done. When I was trying to leave, there was literally a girl filming a TikTok in front of the door and I couldn't even get out for 2 minutes because she was just filming a TikTok. So I feel like it was very just TikTok land and very I don't know. It's so cute. I think it's so cute, but it definitely wasn't my cup of tea because I just felt overwhelmed and there was a lot going on and there was 20 people grabbing my hair. They curled my hair in a minute because everyone had a curler. 10 girls around me having a curler, just pulling your hair. Because I've never seen someone do a video like this. It's definitely a very hot topic right now about hair by Chrissy. I've been seeing it all over my page. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my honest opinion and bye guys.
I need some hydration for this. By the way, the American flag. If you look at the actual receipt, it says Chrissy fee $2,900 or something along those lines. Now, if you're going to charge that much money just to help somebody cut their hair, you better be cutting my hair for at least half the time that I'm sitting in that seat. But the reality is this hairstylist only saw this young girl for about 60 seconds in total for the entire time that she was there cutting her hair. Watch this.
You're in for one for this. So basically what I texted her assistant was that I wanted to move my extensions up and then dye it the color of my inspo pic. The girl is saying that the new price of extensions can range from $3,500 to $4,500, and I'm saying, oh no, like I want to use my extensions that I have. And she was just like, oh, well, we can't dye them, like it might not come out to the exact inspo pic. And I was like, okay, that's fine, we can just lighten it up. So the day comes that I show up to Chrissy. I knew that the price was gonna be in the 1000s just for the color and the move up, which I was fine with because I've been searching for a good hairstylist for a while, and I thought Chrissy might be my new one. But I showed up with actually brand new extensions that I've had for a while, because I was like, you know what, maybe just like she doesn't want to move them up because she thinks they're old or something. So I brought these brand new ones, and she opened them up. She was just like, no, these are not good. Like this is too yellow. And mind you, like they literally look the same. They literally look the same. Like they look even brighter and more like my inspo pic. But there was 4 to 5 girls standing around me telling me that it was ugly. So I said, okay, look, Chrissy, like I'll buy the extensions if you can promise me it's gonna look exactly like the inspo pic. And she was like, yes, 100%. It's gonna look exactly like it. Just let us take over. So I was like, okay. And in my mind, I knew that it was gonna be in the 4,000s, anywhere from the $3,500 to $4,500 range. And I just told myself, like, this is what I've been wanting. I've been wanting my hair to look this bright, and no one's been able to achieve it for me. So I dropped multiple bands because I thought it was gonna be my perfect hair. And when they were blow drying my hair, I was just so disappointed. I was just like trying to breathe. There was so much going on around me. I didn't like my hair. I knew I was losing so much money. And the girls around me were like, oh, it looks exactly like the picture. And I just knew that it didn't. And so not only did I feel like they were being fake, but like they bullied me into buying new hair. And then at the end, this is the worst part because this sent me over the edge. When I was paying, I'm gonna insert the receipt again. You can see all the charges of like the serum, the shampoo, the conditioner, the detangler. I had no idea that I bought that. Because when I tell you, I was so overwhelmed. There was everyone like filming videos. Everyone was doing everything. Everyone was everywhere. Here, like Chrissy literally like shoved all of this in a bag and said, here you go. And then the girl at the front rang me up for it. And I was like, oh, maybe this is like complimentary. Like, I don't know. Like, no, honey, you're buying that now. Really? Like, I don't know. It was interesting, to say the least. So many famous people go to her, but.
So she explains in the story that she was trying to, use her own hair extensions, but the salon was pretty much like, no, that's not going to match. It's not going to work. You should use ours. You should use our over expensive extensions, even though the hair color was almost identical to the ones that they ended up using. There's just no way in hell that I'm going to spend $4,500 on a haircut. I'm sorry. Not going to happen. Not unless the hair is going to be paying some bills afterwards. In what universe did you think that that was okay? I do believe this is the girl's fault because she was dumb enough and foolish enough to sit in that seat knowing what she was going to be paying, or at least a roundabout number, and she still sat there and just allowed them to do what they were doing. Now, I get that it may have been intimidating for her because she had all of these people that were pulling on her hair and encouraging her to just trust us, trust us. So I get that, I guess peer pressure. But at the end of the day, it's your money. It's your wallet. And I'm not going to spend money on something that frivolous just to appease a hairstylist and her people. Not in this lifetime. Ever. But she did. She did it. She spent the bread. And the receipt alone is just mind-boggling to me. Like the receipt, what they charged her, a hair serum, $400+. Like what? Does that serum sing and dance too? This is the problem with influence nature, okay? TikTok, Instagram, all of it. You have these people that showcase their lives and say It's luxury. Come, pay the price for luxury. And you have these young kids, because let's face it, that's the demographic, who are dumb enough to believe that if they just go to this stylist and get their hair done and spend that kind of money, it's going to be worth it. Turns out it wasn't. This is why people need to start putting their phones down. The funniest part, though, is that the hairstylist saw the video that went viral on TikTok and was pretty upset about it and started posting TikTok stories, kind of making fun of this girl and the fact that she spent $4,000 for a haircut, which kind of goes to show you the integrity of this stylist. So the young girl did make one more post on TikTok explaining just how much time this stylist, who charged $2,900 for her services just to be there, what she actually did for her.
Yes, Chrissy does hair. Yes, Chrissy cuts hair. Being a woman. Yes, Chrissy curls hair. The problem is she does one curl and walks away. The problem is she does one cut, walks away. When they were coloring my hair, I think she stopped by. She did something in the front. She did one foil, walked away. So we're probably at, 20 seconds now? And then I think she came back for a part in the back. She did something in the back for like 10 seconds. So that's 30 seconds now. And then I went over to the bowl. They washed me out. And she came over, said, use N4 or something, a toner or something. Walked away. So that's 35 seconds probably. Then they were like, she came over, looked at my color, was like, looks good or something, then walked away. But she's not actually like doing anything. She's just like telling everyone what to do and she's not actually doing it. I will say she cut all of my hair, but it was like 15 seconds. Like she was like, oh, how do you want your hair cut? She put everything in the front and then she cut it like that, and then she walked away and said, curl her up. She never curled my hair. She didn't style it. I was never asked, how do you want your hair styled? They just put me in rollers and curled my hair and sent me on my way. So, yes, Chrissy cuts hair, does hair, curls hair, but if you're not famous, she doesn't do it for very long. Literally, it was so fast. But yes, thank you, Chrissy, for cutting my hair.
So you weren't even with me for more than 60 seconds the entire time that I was getting my hair cut. And I'm being charged for what? For your presence? Are you Jesus? Should I be touching your scarf for healing? Like, well, in what universe? Now, granted, there are people who make a lot of money, who can afford to spend that kind of bread for that kind of service. And to those people, I say, enjoy life. But for the rest of us, it's crazy. Now, I don't know this girl's finances. I don't know how much money she's making. I don't know if daddy and mommy are paying her bills. I don't know who paid the bill for this. No clue. She looks really young, but, looks can be deceiving, right? She could be making a living herself and making good money. Who knows? The point is, she was dumb enough to fall for, in my opinion, a scheme and a scam, paying for a service more so for the optics of the service as opposed to the service itself. No person, no stylist, no human being is worth me spending $2,900 just to be in their presence. And that's exactly what happened in this situation. And this is why online influencing gets on my last nerves. Guys, let me know in the comments down below, would you pay that kind of money for a stylist? Would you? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask a question anyway. Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit my notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video. Until next time.